Hi, my name's Alex. How are you doing? Hi.
Megan?
This life is endurance. The ultimate marathon is a race of amber plains and golden sunsets. A race with something new around every bend. A race that doesn't stop until the end. The only question is, how far will you get, and when will your end be? Know now that to reach your finish line, you must both keep a good pace and jump hurdles in your way. On a backpacking trip that I took to New Mexico, I hiked for 2 weeks through the Rockies, and every day I traveled anywhere from 6 to 16 miles. Sometimes the gnats and mosquitoes were so bad they would cluster on my arms, my legs. Some places I didn't even think they could get. A 50-pound pack and merciless terrain didn't help either. I suppose that legs can be strengthened and mosquitoes can be repelled, but it was the rain, a factor that I could not control, that at times made me wonder if I was strong enough to endure. Because when it rains in New Mexico, it gets cold, freezing cold. Twice, I had to walk through that sharp, biting rain and through the hail that always followed. I assure you, some days were harder than others. But if I had tried to hike that entire journey all at once, I would have never made it to the end. And I would have never been able to enjoy the overwhelming beauty that the mountains can reveal. In our race, sometimes we need to take it easy. Sprint too long, too early, and you just might find yourself out of breath and miserable, ready to abandon your finish line for a less appealing, less climactic end. But besides keeping a good pace, it's also very important to watch out for hurdles in your way. Now I know what you're thinking. Endurance running doesn't have hurdles. Well, in this race, it does. Whether they're deserts or swamps, they're hurdles nonetheless. Hurdles of poverty and cowardice. Hurdles of misery and fear. They are innumerable and sure to make you stumble somewhere in your path. But if you learn quickly and push through the pain, you can learn to jump the hurdles instead of tripping over them. And I know that's easier said than done, but for the most part, a trial is only as difficult as you make it. For example, when I run a mile on a long stretch of road and I can't see the finish line, it can seem a little daunting. But when I run a mile on a track, I can mentally make it seem easier. A mile is 4 laps. After the second lap, I'm halfway there. After the third lap, there's only 1 to go. And I push myself my entire life so that in my mind, I can make that mile seem like nothing. Remember that every swamp has a beginning and an end. There will always be hurdles, but it is up to us to decide how painful or how enjoyable the journey will be. I say again, this life is endurance. You must surpass the pain you find along the way with knowledge, courage, and stride to find your finish line. A life of irreplaceable happiness, wonderful memories, and not a single regret. In my life, I know that I must be strong, because this is one race that I intend to finish.